If you're over 60 struggling with bills and wondering which ones you really have to pay, this video could change your life. I'm going to walk you through the truths most people won't tell you. Straight from the legal side, I've sat with countless seniors facing tough choices: food or medicine, rent or heat, and let me tell you something. There are bills you do not have to pay. This isn't about skipping out or being irresponsible. This is about knowing your rights as a senior, understanding protections, programs, and legal truths that could ease your burden. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's talk lawyer to senior about the bills you can stop losing sleep over. Music fades out, Section 1. The big picture: why seniors struggle financially. Before we dive into specifics, I want you to understand this is not your fault. Most seniors didn't plan for sky-high medical costs, shrinking Social Security, buying power, or greedy corporations jacking up utility rates. Many of you raised families, paid taxes for decades, and did everything right. Now you're on a fixed income, watching prices climb while your money stretches thinner every year. Some of you may have credit card debt, surprise medical bills, or even adult children leaning on your finances. Here's the truth: the system is confusing. And in many ways, it's designed to keep you confused. But I'm here to simplify it. I'm not just a lawyer. I've helped thousands of older adults navigate this exact problem. And I'll tell you what I tell them. Some bills can wait, some can be reduced, and some can be legally ignored altogether. Let's break it down one by one. Section 2: Medical bills. What you don't have to pay. Medical bills are the #1 source of financial anxiety for seniors. And here's the shocking truth: you are often not legally obligated to pay the full amount. Let me explain. Hospitals inflate bills. A $10 item may be listed as $120. You can always request an itemized bill and dispute inflated or incorrect charges. Medicare look back. If your income is low enough, you may qualify for Medicare or a spend-down plan. In many states, you can get prior medical bills wiped retroactively after you qualify. Charity care programs. Nonprofit hospitals are required by federal law to offer free or reduced cost care to low-income individuals. Yet they often don't tell you. As for the charity care application, if your income is below 200 to 300% of the federal poverty level, you may owe nothing important. If you get a medical debt sent to collections, you still have rights. Debt collectors cannot garnish Social Security income. Or most pensions, they'll try to scare you. But don't panic. We'll talk more about debt collectors shortly. Section 3: Credit card debt. What happens if you stop paying? Let's talk credit cards. This is where many seniors feel ashamed or overwhelmed. But you shouldn't. If you're on a fixed income with no major assets, you are what's called judgment-proof. This means creditors can sue you, but they can't actually collect anything. Let me be clear: they cannot take your Social Security. They cannot take your VA benefits. They cannot take your pension in most states. So what do? They scare you. They send threatening letters, or even trick you into making payments. Here's what I tell my clients. If you're truly unable to pay, you don't have to let the debt go. Don't drain your limited income trying to keep up with impossible interest rates. Use that money for housing, medication, and food now. If you do have assets like a house or investments, it's a different story in that case. Talk to a lawyer before ignoring the debt. But for many, especially renters or those with only protected income, the debt is not collectible. Section 4: Utility bills. What happens if you can't pay electric, gas, water? These are essential. But even here you have protections. Most states have laws that prohibit shutoffs during winter months, protect seniors, disabled individuals, and those with serious health conditions, offer payment plans or hardship programs. Call your utility provider and ask for a senior hardship program. Many offer reduced rates, deferred payments, or grants. They often won't advertise these, but they're available also. Check with your local aging agency or community action program. They can help apply for LIHEAP, Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. That can knock hundreds off your bill each season. So yes, you do need to pay your utility bills eventually, but you may not have to pay all of it, or right away. And you shouldn't go without heat or electricity. Due to fear, Section 5. Student loans, the forgotten senior debt. Did you know there are over 3 million seniors still paying off student loans? Whether it's your own or a Parent Plus loan, it can be a huge burden. Here's the good news. If you're on Social Security and your income is low enough, you can enter an income-driven repayment plan. That brings your payment down to $0. Some loans may be eligible for discharge due to disability if you're in default. The government can garnish a small portion of your Social Security, but only after due process. And even then, it's limited. There are even forgiveness programs you may qualify for, depending on when the loans were taken out. Bottom line, don't ignore it. But don't assume you're stuck either. Section 6, what debt collectors can and can't do. Let's talk about fear, because most seniors I speak with are less worried about the bill and more worried about the calls, letters, threats, and lawsuits. Here's the truth. Debt collectors cannot threaten you with arrest. They cannot contact you before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m. They cannot harass you or call your family members, except to locate you, and most importantly, they cannot take protected income. That includes Social Security, VA benefits, federal pensions, railroad retirement, SSI. If you're living on those benefits, they're off limits. I tell clients to send a simple cease and desist letter that can legally stop the phone calls. Section 7, taxes. What you may not owe. You may think you owe back taxes, but let me surprise you. Many seniors owe zero federal income tax, depending on their income and filing status. If your only income is Social Security, you likely don't owe anything. Even if you do owe, the IRS has programs, like currently not collectible status. That means they agree not to pursue your debt due to hardship. And remember, the IRS cannot garnish Social Security unless you owe federal taxes, and even then it's limited. If you receive letters from the IRS, don't panic, talk to a legal aid, attorney, or tax professional. There may be a path to reduce or eliminate that burden. Section 8, rent, mortgages, and foreclosure. What to know if you're renting. You have rights. Landlords can't evict you without proper notice. And court action. Many states offer senior eviction protection, rental assistance, and legal representation. If you're behind on rent, call 211 or your local aging services agency. Emergency rental assistance is still available in many areas if you own a home. Falling behind on property taxes or mortgage. Don't wait. There are programs for mortgage forbearance, reverse mortgage counseling, property tax exemptions for seniors. Some states even have programs to freeze or reduce property taxes. For older adults, you've paid into the system. Now it's time to let the system help you. Section 9, what you should always pay. There are some bills you should prioritize: housing, rent, mortgage, utilities, but only what you can afford. Insurance premiums, especially health and home insurance. Necessary medical copays if not covered elsewhere. Everything else case by case. And you always have options. Final thoughts, 5 minutes. Let me leave you with this. Death does not define you. Being behind on bills does not make you a bad person. And being older does not mean you deserve less protection. It means you deserve more. As a lawyer, I've seen too many seniors suffer in silence. But when they finally learn the truth, that they have rights options and support, something beautiful happens. They stop feeling powerless and start taking control. If this video helped you, please share it with a friend or loved one. Leave a comment with your questions. I'll do my best to respond, or even do a follow-up video. And remember, you are not alone. Stay safe, stay strong, and take care of yourself.